Hey everybody, welcome back. And today I'm checking out this guitar that Schecter have sent me, which is the brand new C1 Ink Bomb with the alt metal blackouts from Seymour Duncan. Whenever I get a C-series guitar from Schecter, it brings me right back because I've had a bunch of them over the years. My first proper nice guitar that I bought was a Schecter C1 Classic back in probably 2004. And it was a blue finish, transparent, had this crazy inlay all over the fretboard, had a very similar, if not the same, Tone Pros locking Tune-o-matic bridge, but it had a 59 in the neck by Seymour Duncan and a Jeff Beck or a JB in the bridge. And, you know, I miss that guitar because it brings back a lot of memories. It's the guitar that I used when I first joined Fell Silent. But yeah, this guitar, it's got a mahogany body, which is similar to the C1 Classic that I had. It's got a three-piece maple neck. It's got the locking Tone Pros Tune-o-matic bridge. It's a 25.5 inch scale length, and crazily for this price point, it's even got an ebony fretboard on it. It's got a volume control, a tone control, three-way selector switch for the pickups, and some locking machine heads here, which are branded Schecter, which is an upgrade from the C1 Classic that I had that had the Grover tuners on it. And I also had a C7 Blackjack before they put the card inlay on the 12th fret. Which also had a 7-string version of the JB and a 7-string version of the 59, if I remember correctly. And it was all black and it had this crazy binding around the edge. Also through neck, 26.5 inch scale length. Firstly, I want to say thanks to Schecter for setting this up in the tuning that I like, which is Dadgad. It's really, really easy to play. It's astonishing how far guitars have come in the last like 30 years. In terms of we can get a guitar that plays this well from, you know, a factory in Indonesia or a factory in China or a factory in Korea. Like the quality control now is just way higher than it was back in the early 2000s. Albeit, I always think that Schecter were always leading the way with how good guitars can be from, you know, not made in Japan or not made in the USA and stuff like that. It just needs good quality control, and this has it. So this ink bomb finish is really cool. Black and white. Literally does look like someone's taken a fountain pen and just thrown it all over it. But this is sort of like the part that I like as well. This is, I can't work out if this is painted or whether they've stuck a vinyl over the top, a matte vinyl, but it feels super nice to play because it's not got the gloss paint, which it's one of the things that I always hated about sort of gloss all over guitars, especially when they were through neck, is that your fingers would just get stuck to these necks on these guitars. I mean, I know some of you will really like that gloss finish, but for me, I always preferred the matte or unfinished maple. So this is kind of a good in-between where it feels comfortable. My finger isn't getting stuck, and it's definitely not going to get stuck on there when I'm sweating and playing live. So the alt metal blackouts, they have updated the original blackouts to be more in line with a more percussive style of playing, and it's also been fine-tuned for lower tunings. Obviously, we're not in a lower tuning really here, we're in Dadgad, but be good to see what it sounds like in a lower tuning. So I'll probably drop the low string down to C for some of this. And for guitar tone wise, I'm just plugged into the BLACKSTAR St. James 100 into a cab in that room, mic'd up with the same 3 mics as my demo video the other day. If you didn't check it out, then there should be a link in one of the corners at the top. I'll put it there. And it's mic'd up with an SM57, a Sennheiser MD421 and a JZ Mike's Amethyst condenser, and they're just all phase aligned, and then a little bit of just volume control between the 3. And I'm in Distortion. I'm on channel Overdrive channel 2, which is channel 4 with the tight mode engaged. So then this is what it sounds like. have a love-hate relationship with active pickers. By no means. They do sound good. Like, it's pleasing to my ear in here. My main problem with them is, as I say, it's a love-hate relationship. You either love them or you hate them. And I think it totally depends on what kind of music that you are playing, because for the individual staccato notes, it sounds pretty good. My issue with them is when it comes to chords and hearing the notes ring out in the order that makes the most amount of sense in my brain. And what I mean by that is, to me, when I'm hitting the higher strings, those higher strings should ring out a bit louder than the rest of the guitar, because obviously our ears are tuned to hear higher strings louder, right? It's just that, you know, we hear higher pitched noises more so than lower. And it's sort of compressing them in a way so that it's more even with the bass notes, which obviously is fine. It still sounds great. It's just that my ear wants to hear those high strings really beating at me. So that's a personal preference. But, I mean, they sound good. They feel good, like it's bouncing away. I'm trying to play the shroud, but I've just totally forgotten the ending there on the notes. It's pretty difficult to play, that one. I urge you to give it a try. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds good. It plays good. The notes bloom in a way. I don't know if you can hear it, but the notes are compressing in quite a nice way. It's almost like what the that Bogner pedal does. You know, is it called the Harlow? And it's got this bloom function. It sort of like makes the notes sort of go a bit like that. Haven't played that in a while. Corridor of Chameleons, greatest breakdown of all time. Now, so just while we're into this, if you're a member of Modern Metal Academy, you can get 15% off the entire Schecter online store if you are a US-based person. which is pretty awesome, which means you would get this guitar for $849, which is just insanity considering how well this plays. Like, it plays super well. If anything, actually, the action might be slightly too low for me, which is really weird because I like a really, really low action, but it plays super well. It's like a super good guitar. You can hear the bloom there. Listen to it. You hear it compress, like it does that ducking thing, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, if that's like the style of music that you play, I think it totally dictates by like what active pickups work and what active pickups don't. I mean, I hit harder than the average Joe, and that probably doesn't help. But if you've got a consistent pick that you're doing all the time where there's not really much up and down, it's not going to bother you at all. Really good sounding pickups, actually. Well done, Seymour Duncan. And yeah, so let's try it on clean, shall we? I know it's a metal guitar, but we should try it on clean, shouldn't we? So let's just see. Put a little bit of verb on it. And let's see. I should probably try the neck pickup. Let's not play that. I don't do thumping, but yeah, I mean, it sounds really good. Like even on the clean setting. Let's turn down the tone all the way, make our pickups sound the worst they possibly can. Just turn down the gain a little bit more on this clean channel. I'm almost at the bottom now. This is the sort of thing with active pickups, is you have to, like, it's quite difficult to to make them completely clean. But when you do get them really completely clean, they always sound really sparkly and really compressed and really good. Apparently I've turned it off. Yeah, too low. There we go. Yeah, great sounding pickup, especially for cleans. Like, you want that really in your face clean. So let's do it back on overdrive too. Let's turn down the master because it's going to be loud. Should we have it on tight mode? It's on tight mode. Yeah, for fast bass riffing, really sick. Chords, not for me, but if you like your notes to bloom into one another, then you'll probably really, really like these pickups. The guitar sounds wonderful. It plays super nice. Starts getting a little bit like it needs a boost when I drop the low string down to C, but any guitars really like that. And yeah, so if you haven't checked out the Schecter C1 Ink Bomb, then if your local store has it, you should give it a try, because for the money, it's just insane value. It's a really good guitar. And obviously, as I said earlier, if you are a annual or you've been a monthly member for 6 months on Modern Metal Academy, then you get 15% off the entire Schecter store if you are a USA-based resident. which obviously puts me shit out of luck, doesn't it? Yeah, so yeah, if you want to come and join Modern Metal Academy, we have discount codes for Schecter, Dover amplification, there's Submission Audio, Baby Audio, STL Tones, Antelope Audio, you get 20% off their entire store as well. Yeah, loads of good deals. So yeah, click on the link below, come to Modern Metal Academy and check it out. We've got a giveaway going on right now, so if you want to win shit ton of prizes, including my Schecter signature model, then go and head over to Modern Metal Academy. It's free to join the giveaway, and just put your name in, do some of the social actions, get some more entries, and potentially win 7.5 grand's worth of gear. Just go do it. Yeah, so thanks again to Schecter for sending this over. Check out modernmetalacademy.com if you want to win all those sick prizes. And let me know what you think of the tone in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Peace.